Automatic thoughts. Automatic thoughts are spontaneous, often subconscious, internal dialogues that arise in response to everyday events, situations, or emotional experiences. These thoughts can be fleeting and automatic, occurring so quickly that they are often accepted without question. Despite their subtlety, automatic thoughts play a crucial role in shaping an individual's emotional state and behavioral responses. Originating from core beliefs and past experiences, these thoughts reflect how a person perceives themselves, others, and the world around them. They are particularly significant in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which aims to identify, challenge, and modify these thoughts to promote healthier emotional and behavioral outcomes. The nature of automatic thoughts is deeply intertwined with the individual's underlying beliefs and schemas. Schemas are mental structures that help individuals organize and interpret information. When certain schemas are activated, they trigger corresponding automatic thoughts that can either support or undermine emotional well-being. For instance, a person with a negative self-schema may interpret a minor mistake as a complete failure, leading to automatic thoughts such as "I'm so stupid" or "I can't do anything right." These thoughts, though irrational and exaggerated, are accepted as truth in the moment and can reinforce feelings of hopelessness and low self-esteem. Automatic thoughts are not inherently negative. They can be neutral or even positive depending on the situation and the individual's mental framework. However, in the context of psychological disorders such as depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, these thoughts tend to be overwhelmingly negative and distorted. In depression, for example, automatic thoughts often revolve around themes of worthlessness, helplessness, and hopelessness. In anxiety, they might involve exaggerated perceptions of danger or failure. The repetition and persistence of such negative automatic thoughts can create a vicious cycle, where the thoughts lead to emotional distress, which in turn generates more negative thoughts. The role of automatic thoughts in emotional regulation is profound. These thoughts act as a bridge between external events and emotional responses. For example, two individuals may face the same challenging situation, such as receiving critical feedback at work, yet react very differently depending on their automatic thoughts. One might think this feedback will help me grow, leading to motivation and constructive action. Another might think, "I'm terrible at my job," resulting in shame and withdrawal. Thus, understanding and managing automatic thoughts is essential for emotional resilience and mental health. Cognitive behavioral therapy offers practical tools to deal with maladaptive automatic thoughts. One of the fundamental techniques in CBT is cognitive restructuring, which involves identifying negative automatic thoughts, evaluating their validity, and replacing them with more balanced and realistic alternatives. This process helps individuals gain a more accurate perspective and reduces the emotional impact of distorted thinking. For example, instead of automatically thinking, "I'll never succeed," an individual might learn to reframe the thought as, "I may face challenges, but I can learn and improve." Journaling is another effective method for uncovering automatic thoughts. By writing down daily experiences and associated thoughts and feelings, individuals can begin to notice patterns and triggers. This self-reflection fosters awareness and opens the door for critical examination of the thoughts that influence mood and behavior. Over time, this practice can reduce the power of negative automatic thoughts and enhance emotional clarity. Mindfulness and meditation are also valuable in managing automatic thoughts. These practices encourage a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment, allowing individuals to observe their thoughts without immediately reacting to them. This detachment provides a buffer between thought and action, reducing the likelihood of impulsive emotional responses. Mindfulness helps create a mental space where individuals can choose how to respond to their thoughts rather than being driven by them. The development of automatic thoughts begins early in life, often shaped by childhood experiences, parental influence, cultural norms, and social interactions. Children absorb messages about themselves and the world from their caregivers, peers, and environments. Over time, these messages solidify into core beliefs that influence automatic thoughts. For example, a child consistently criticized by a parent may internalize the belief that they are inadequate, leading to automatic thoughts of self-doubt in adulthood. Understanding this developmental trajectory can inform therapeutic interventions and support long-term cognitive change. In educational and workplace settings, automatic thoughts can significantly influence performance and interpersonal relationships. A student who believes they are not smart enough may experience performance anxiety and avoid academic challenges, reinforcing their negative self-view. Similarly, an employee who fears rejection may misinterpret neutral feedback as personal criticism, leading to strained relationships and decreased confidence. Addressing these thought patterns can enhance personal growth, productivity, and collaboration. Social media and digital communication have also amplified the impact of automatic thoughts. Constant exposure to curated images and idealized representations of life can trigger comparisons and negative self-evaluation. Thoughts such as, "I'm not successful enough," or "everyone else is happier than me," can become frequent and distressing. This digital environment necessitates a conscious effort to critically evaluate automatic thoughts and cultivate self-compassion and realistic standards. Cultural differences play a role in the content and expression of automatic thoughts. Individualistic cultures may foster thoughts centered on personal achievement and independence, while collectivistic cultures might emphasize social harmony and familial responsibility. These cultural frameworks influence how people interpret experiences and the types of automatic thoughts they are likely to have. Culturally sensitive approaches in therapy recognize these variations and tailor interventions accordingly. Gender and societal expectations also shape automatic thoughts. For instance, women may internalize societal pressures to be nurturing, attractive, and accommodating, leading to automatic thoughts of guilt or inadequacy when these standards are not met. Men, on the other hand, might struggle with thoughts related to strength, success, and emotional suppression. Challenging these gendered expectations and the automatic thoughts they generate is essential for promoting psychological well-being and gender equity. Traumatic experiences can give rise to particularly intrusive and distressing automatic thoughts. Survivors of trauma often experience thoughts related to safety, trust, and self-worth. These thoughts can be persistent and resistant to change, contributing to conditions like PTSD. Therapeutic approaches such as trauma-focused CBT and EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, are designed to address these deeply embedded thought patterns and facilitate healing. The role of automatic thoughts in addiction is another important area of exploration. Individuals struggling with substance use may have automatic thoughts that justify or rationalize their behavior, such as, "I need this to cope," or "I can't handle this without using." These thoughts can perpetuate the cycle of addiction and hinder recovery efforts. Addressing these cognitive distortions is a key component of effective addiction treatment. In romantic and familial relationships, automatic thoughts can either support or sabotage connection and communication. For example, interpreting a partner's silence as rejection rather than fatigue can lead to unnecessary conflict. Automatic thoughts like, "they don't care about me," or "I'm always the one who gives," can fuel resentment and distance. Improving relationship dynamics often involves identifying and challenging these assumptions to foster empathy and understanding. Automatic thoughts also influence physical health behaviors. Individuals with negative body image may experience thoughts such as, "I'm disgusting," or "I'll never be healthy," which can lead to unhealthy eating habits or avoidance of physical activity. Conversely, positive automatic thoughts can motivate health-promoting behaviors and resilience in the face of illness. Integrating cognitive strategies into health interventions can improve both mental and physical outcomes. Spiritual and philosophical beliefs can shape the nature of automatic thoughts as well. People who hold strong spiritual convictions may interpret life events through a lens of meaning and purpose, generating thoughts such as, "This challenge is a test of my faith," or "Everything happens for a reason." These thoughts can provide comfort and strength during difficult times. However, rigid or punitive spiritual beliefs may contribute to guilt and fear, highlighting the need for balanced and compassionate perspectives. Parenting practices and family dynamics also influence the development and perpetuation of automatic thoughts. Children observe how their parents think, react, and cope with stress. A parent who verbalizes self-critical thoughts may inadvertently model similar thinking patterns for their child. Encouraging open communication, emotional validation, and positive self-talk within families can help break cycles of negative automatic thinking. In aging populations, automatic thoughts may center around themes of loss, decline, and mortality. Thoughts like, "I'm a burden," or "my best years are behind me," can affect emotional well-being and life satisfaction. Promoting cognitive flexibility and emphasizing continued purpose and contribution can counteract these age-related thought patterns and support healthy aging. Research continues to deepen our understanding of automatic thoughts and their impact on mental health. Advances in neuroimaging have begun to reveal the brain regions involved in generating and regulating these thoughts, offering insights into the biological underpinnings of cognition. This knowledge supports the development of targeted interventions and personalized treatments based on individual cognitive profiles. Technology-based tools, such as mental health apps and online CBT programs, are increasingly being used to help individuals recognize and manage automatic thoughts. These digital platforms offer accessible and scalable resources for mental health support, especially in underserved or remote communities. They often include exercises for identifying cognitive distortions, practicing mindfulness, and tracking mood and thought patterns. Educating the general public about automatic thoughts and their influence can reduce stigma and empower individuals to take charge of their mental health. Schools, workplaces, and community organizations can play a vital role in promoting cognitive awareness and emotional literacy. Teaching young people about the power of thoughts and strategies for managing them lays the foundation for lifelong psychological resilience. In conclusion, automatic thoughts are a fundamental aspect of human cognition that significantly influence emotions, behaviors, and mental health. While they are a natural and inevitable part of life, their impact depends on the nature of the thoughts and the individual's ability to manage them. Through awareness, reflection, and evidence-based interventions, individuals can learn to recognize and reshape maladaptive automatic thoughts, leading to improved emotional well-being and a more fulfilling life. As our understanding of these cognitive processes continues to evolve, so too does our capacity to support mental health and foster human flourishing. That's it for now. Please let us know in the comments what you learned from this video. Thanks for your time. See you later.